fuck. Oh, that's one hell of an intro. Hello. Oh shit. Hold on. I didn't mute my phone. This is going great, guys. I was all set up at like 11. And then I scuffed myself. That's crazy. So, I transitioned to the scene, from my starting screen to the essay room. Or at least that's what I call it on my thing. And then I proceeded to have to cough. Which is why it's just a solid few seconds of me just silent, because I was coughing. Hello. I was not paying attention to the time at all. I got distracted. I was watching something. Anyway, hello everyone. I overdid it. Cuz I spent, what was it? Thursday. Yeah, I spent Thursday walking around, right? And then I spent the morning of Friday. Also walked around a bit, but I also was bending my knees a lot. And then Friday I did a 5-hour stream. So yesterday my muscles hurt like a motherfucker. I was in such pain. Oh, it was not good. I could not get up. I was like, this is where I die, I see. It's a lot better today, because I did take Tylenol and whatever spray that helps with muscle hurting. And I had heat packs on them like all day. And so today they are doing a lot better. They're still a little sore, so I have the heat packs on right now. So I can't adjust. This is gonna be interesting, because like part of me is like, oh, but I want to adjust because this is kind of uncomfortable, and it's like, well, I can't. It's uncomfortable because I have to keep them in the areas where it's sore, which is like right above my knee on my right leg, and then my knee itself on the left. And so I have to keep the heat packs there. So I have my legs crossed, but it is so fucking uncomfortable. So this might not be a long stream because of that, okay? It's also under my blankets, so, if I shouldn't make that joke. I was gonna say if I have heat stroke, but I was like, maybe I shouldn't say that. But yeah. Other than that, I haven't done anything. I did realize that Friday I got distracted early on and didn't. I knew I was missing something. I remember what I was missing now. I was missing the fact that, I figured out the schedule. So, astute observation. People may notice that on my, Twitch, the schedule area of it has 4 days blocked off. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Do I intend to stream all those days? Fuck no. Maybe one day, maybe if I'm in a really good mood, I'll be able to do that. But I don't think that's going to be anytime soon. But I have all 4 blocked off because I plan for there to be 2 streams at minimum. And so I don't have to worry too hard of like if one day stream, like Fridays, which was 5 hours, and I need to catch up on sleep, I don't got to worry about, not streaming, missing a stream, because I have 2 other days to complete that goal. So I wanted to, I heard that voice crack. I wanted to let people know that I didn't realize I didn't say it Friday, but here we are. Uh, um. So yeah, that's one thing. What else? Oh, I've mostly taken today easy. I slept in late. I learned how to cook chicken. From my mom. Mother was there. I feel the need to say that because people who have watched my videos know I'm not inclined to cook because I worry. But, I'm trying to learn. And I made myself a wrap with the cooked chicken. It was really yummy. Probably gonna have one after stream, to be honest. I like wraps. So that's really it. That's all I did. I will say, I don't know. This is kind of like not important, but here we are. I have a game on my phone. Oh, I got a new game. I haven't. I need to look at the new game I got. I haven't actually touched it or anything. My bad. I'll do that like later, probably tomorrow. But I have a game. It's called like Lo-Fi. What the hell is the name of it? It's Lo-Fi something. Window. I lost it. Welcome to my phone. It doesn't like me that much. It's very annoyed with me. Window Garden Lo-Fi Idle Game. Long title. But it's actually a super good game. You're taking care of plants, essentially. And I liked it. I liked it. I'm still playing it. I like taking care of the plants. I don't have to be on it all the time. I can go in, water, give them sunlight, leave. It's nice to have that little bit of responsibility, I suppose. But I will say, I feel like I'm kind of a bitch though, because one of the plants I got, I had 4 plants, where I got 3 of them as part of the tutorial and / as chance. And I kind of, since it was my first time playing, I just put them all down and I've been watering and taking care of them. But I don't need 3. 3 of them are all the same plant. One of them was a different plant. But it was also just kind of not a plant I wanted. And so I just kind of had them all. And the 3 that are the same I still have. But the other one, it was a cactus. I might have, it had very specific requirements to take care of it. And I kept, by the time I got to that plant, it would be the last one on the thing. And so I'd forget about its requirements, and I accidentally gave it too much sunlight twice. You might be saying, Sky, did this plant die on you? Well, I was kind of fearful that might happen. So when it happened the second time, I put it in my inventory and sold it. So I feel a little bit like a bitch for that one. It was like, you pissed me off so much because your requirements are so specific. Goodbye. It was like 400 coins, too. I feel a bit bad. Oh, I like the game, though. There's some really pretty flowers. There's a peace lily. I love it so much. And a string of pearls I have from a hanging pot. Really good game, surprisingly. I don't know, I got it once before, and I don't know what happened, but I ended up deleting it. But I have it now, and I'm like, oh, I actually really like this. Damn. Anyway, I did look into Pumpkin Panic, and I am surprised that it's a free game on Itch.io. I fully thought it'd cost money. I thought it was like $10 because I thought, oh, it's a good, well-made game. I thought the creator was charging money for it. But they're not. They should be, in my humble opinion. And I say this as someone who's only watched others play the game and have not played it for myself. So, you know. So that is a game for a future Sky stream. Yeah. Gonna play that. Like, my current, I feel like I've talked about this before, but my current idea is that we're going to finish Cinderella Phenomenon, and then we're going to Evermore, because Cinderella Phenomenon has a sequel that does cost money. While Cinderella Phenomenon is free, the sequel is not. I forgot how much I paid for it. Anyway, I got it because I loved Cinderella Phenomenon so much. So, you know, we're definitely playing that one next. And that is the game that Guinevere will really get a chance to shine, as I fully intend for her to be front and center for all those endings. And then I have a bunch of other games, truthfully. I have a little folder on my laptop that's just stream games. Booming Panic's there, which we do need to go back to at one point. We got Frightwood, which is a Lovewood prequel, technically. Pretty sure prequel. Honey Trap, which was a new one I found that just had an interesting premise of, I believe the premise is exactly that you have an ex who is an assassin, a hitman, something like that. And he shows up, and you're just like, what are you doing here? Fuck you. And he's injured, so you gotta take care of him. And I was just like, that is an interesting ass concept. I'd love to play that, chat. It's free to play, you know. Mine as well. The art itself looked so good that I'm like, you know, this is what my channel was made for, you know, taking the newer indie games that people have never heard of before and showing them off, showing you everything. So there's Honey Trap and there's Honey Trap Burned, which is the second in the Honey Trap series, I think. Living with Ghosts, which is again, I believe that's also Lovewood. Pumpkin Panic, which I just said. The Blind Griffin. The Blind Griffin is on the list, okay? It has to be a game I play. I think it'd be nice, like, going through the games that I play. I completely fucked up that sentence. Hold on. I have to restructure that. I think that it'd be really nice to play more of the mainstream games that we talked about last stream, like Metal Gear Solid, Stardew Valley, Terraria, stuff like that. I think it'd be fun to play those on stream. But I think there should be like a balance of like some streams I do a more popular game, more mainstream game, and then other streams I do more indie games that I want to show off and showcase. So I think I'm definitely going to have to find the balance of that. I think it's going to be easier with stuff like Stardew or you know, Terraria, because those games you can kind of leave for quite a while and come back to later. They don't really need your attention or they don't really have a win requirement sort of thing. There is technically win requirements, but it's like Minecraft. It's there, but you don't need to get it to enjoy the game. I hope that made sense. So the Blind Griffin is on there. Oh god. When I played the Blind Griffin, it was so good. I can't wait to show you guys that one. It's a different vibe from Cinderella Phenomenon. But like, you guys could kind of understand the visual novels I like based on Cinderella Phenomenon. Because like, you'll notice that this isn't just a simple date this specific person, or this isn't what people usually think of when they think of dating sim, right? It's deeper. It's got its own lore. It's got its own story behind it. And I'm just a sucker for games like this. And Blind Griffin is definitely a game like this, where there is so much more to it than just the love interests. When the trees turn to ice, I believe that's also Love Void. Among Us! I forgot, that's also on the list. Crime Scene Cleaner Prologue. It looked fun. I don't know if I'll be able to play it just based on, laptop being a potato, but we'll see. Everlasting Summer we have to go back to at one point. Faith, Amori, Nikki, yeah. I want to add more to this list. At some point, all of these games will be played. I swear. But yeah. I have to make sure too, because I'm going to remove like Cinderella Phenomenon after I'm done playing it for stream out of the stream games folder, right? So when I do that for Evermore, I have to remember not to just delete it, because if I do that, I paid money for that game. And technically I could just this is what I love about Ichiro, is that it keeps the games you bought. You don't have to buy them again. You just, it lets you re-download them. Or it even has a cool little button that says, I already paid for this game. So yeah. Hell yeah. I love Itch for that reason. Itch Words are not wording today. I don't know why. I am excited for future streams. Anything else really important happen? I'm gonna put the microphone down for a second because my lips are chapped. Trying to think. I don't think so. Head empty, chat. I have no thoughts. It's a shock. I suppose I did watch a couple of videos today about something, so I suppose I could talk about it. It's really not that important. My favorite Disney film is the new Snow. I'm kidding. I am kidding. Before people start crucifying me, this was a very clear joke. My favorite Disney film is The Princess and the Frog. I watched it when I was younger. I loved it. I loved the art style. I loved the music. I loved all the characters. Lottie holds a very special place in my heart, as I had a friend that was sort of like her, where she was definitely more well off than I was, but she still treated me with kindness and still adored me just as much as I adored her. So yeah. My favorite movies are so interesting because it's like, yeah, The Princess and the Frog, Coraline. What? Carrie's on the list too. Fanastasia, or Yeah, Fantasia, I believe is how you say it. I don't know. It was a Disney movie that kind of was a showcase of animation and music, and it was just a bunch of like short little scenes. It has no direction. It's just whimsical for the sake of being whimsical. But I watched it when I was younger, and it was the first time I was kind of introduced to, I don't know how to explain it. Art? It's hard to explain, but Fantasia was really the thing that like set off the fact that I'm very creative. Right? Like it made me view everything differently. It was so beautiful and the colors were so amazing, and the animation was so smooth, and the score gave me goosebumps, and it just changed how I saw art, from just something that existed to this is what I want to do. I want to be this creative. I want to give people this feeling of, I don't know, euphoria? Of just, this is beautiful. You know? I don't know if I achieved that with my VTubing. I don't think I do that. Not that much. But like with my writing and with my, trying to draw, I do want to achieve that. I don't know. I've always been creative, but I definitely attribute that to that movie. I need to rewatch it, because it just, no, it's probably not as good as I remember it as a child, but I know I tried to talk about it with my mom at some point, like in the recent years, and when I was like, oh yeah, Fantasia, the Disney movie, my mom's first thought was, not thought, but like she literally told me, oh, the movie where, you had to be stoned to understand it. I was like, thanks, Mom. She didn't mean it in a bad way. It's just how she viewed the movie, and that's perfectly fine. We have different tastes in things. I understand that. But it was just so funny. Yeah. I will say, I don't think this, but I did joke a little bit. I was watching something on YouTube. I think it was a best of video, and the bit for the beginning of the one of the clips was that how other YouTubers do an intro, how this guy does an intro. And it was like the other YouTubers being, subscribe, share, it helps out a ton. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, plug yourself as much as you want, boo. That's perfectly fine. I never get, annoyed when YouTubers do that, because I get it, But then it made me think, and y'all, I don't think I've done that, like, at all. Chat, am I a bad YouTuber? I really don't think I've ever been like, hey, subscribe, it helps out a ton, or leave a like. And honestly, I'm not going to change. It's me. Fuck that. I already have a certain way I do things. I'm not going to change it now. But it is still kind of hilarious. It's like, yeah, that would help out a ton if I did ask people to do that. But I'm not going to. And I could say something cheesy like, because I respect your guys' time and I respect your guys' opinion. If you're going to subscribe to me, you'll do it on your own terms. But like, truthfully, honesty, I don't really care. I do this for fun, you know? I would love to make this a career, but I have the complete understanding that that might not be possible, and I am okay with that. So, you know, I'm just having fun. I'm just chilling. If you want to chill with me, you're more than welcome, but if you don't, that's fine too. Well, yeah, anyway, it made me laugh so much. I think the only thing I've actually plugged is the Ko-fi. And that was more less that I wanted you guys to like go to and be like donations, and more because I was like, I finally did it. And y'all, it took me so long to set the Ko-fi up that yeah. And also because the Ko-fi asked for like a video as like, I don't know. I thought I needed to do a video for the Ko-fi. The Ko-fi had it. So I was like, okay, well, might as well, you know, if I'm making a video, I'm going to post it to YouTube. Because it wouldn't let me upload the video just from my thing. I had to upload it to YouTube. So that's why that exists, really. That's all. I think that's really it. Honestly, if I got a Patreon, stuff like that, it's probably still be the same of just it just shows up one day on the bottom of the screen. Don't worry about it. I have a blue sky. I think I mentioned it. I haven't done anything with it. I haven't put it anywhere yet. I need to. But yeah, no, I'm just not big on that. I don't know why. I should be. You know, it's a typical YouTube thing, but nah, I'm good. I feel like I'm a little too carefree sometimes. Just a bit. Ooh. Hold on. I'm gonna put my headphones down while nothing's playing so I don't hurt my ears. But yeah. I just saw that and found it hilarious. Yawn. I don't think I have anything else to say. Nope, not really. That's fine. You know, not every intro can be 2 hours long, like Friday's was. I will say, I am super excited for this route. But chat, you know, those who see the title, I lied to you. The title is a lie, because actually we're not going after it. Ignore that, by the way. I had to reset and skip a bunch of options, and so some of them ended up having crystals, some of them didn't. And when I saved, I didn't realize that the crystal like animation resets every time I loaded the save, and I was like, I'm not redoing it just because a stupid crystal shows up. You know, that crystal has nothing to do with it. There was no choice behind this over the route we're doing, because we're not doing any route. You know, fuck the men. We don't need a love interest. What's the stream title again? Starting Fritz's route. Also, I will say, I tried. Alright, I did try to add more tags. You're only allowed 10. So no, I could not have any more tags saying that I have ADHD at all. I did try. I found a tag that was like, I talk too much, and I was like, hell yeah. Let me put that on, but no. I was denied. Anyway, I love how I took my headphones off, and now I have to go put them back on. That was so short. I'm gonna put those on and also drink some of my drink. Ooh, also, chat, if I get hungry, the lovely snack on today's menu are crackers. Ritz crackers. Sounds like I'm sponsored by Ritz. I'm not. Honestly, that'd be a great ass sponsor for me. Especially for streams. A snack sponsor. Like, dude, I'd take that in a heartbeat. I love snacks, you know? Especially for streams, because I get hungry. I love munching on stuff. But we have the Ritz crackers. But I did get croutons. Because I got a Caesar salad thing. And it came with, sauce? Dressing. Oh my god, that's the word. Dressing. It came with Caesar dress. You know, chat, the Caesar sauce. That's a thing. Oh my god. Okay. My brain's not working. Alright? I was in pain yesterday, okay? Give my brain a break. Caesar dressing. Croutons and cheese. And so I got croutons since I'm using the other stuff to make myself wraps. I'm not going to put croutons in my wraps because I don't know how that's going to taste. To me. I'm sure for some people that probably tastes good. But for me, it's like, that sounds like a texture nightmare. So, I'm just going to leave them out. So that could also be a snack that I'm going to have, you know, next time I stream. Potentially. Sorry, I just had the thought of like, how do you describe me? You know? If some random person was like, who's your, you know, a streamer you like? And you said, you know, oh, Sky, you know, and the Three Nymphs, they're a streamer I really like. And they're like, you know, the friend's like, oh, wow, that's, you know, that's great. What are their streams like? What are they like? How do you describe me? Because I am so, like, I don't know how I describe me. My description is, like, literally just a VTuber. A VTuber that streams on occasion. It's not even that my upload schedule is bad. It gets consistent for a good bit, and then I disappear, but then it gets consistent again, so... You know, it's not like I'm Technoblade, who used to upload once every year. If that. So, it's not like my upload schedule is bad. So that can't be the, you know, the thing that first comes to mind. I feel like the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, well, they talk too much. They're a VTuber, you know, they're a streamer. Presumably they would talk. Well, yeah, but they talk. Okay. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. It's not that I talk too much. It's more that I talk too much about everything. Oh, what was the stream like today, my friend? Oh, well, Sky talked about the snacks he liked. I thought you said he was gonna play a game. Well, that is a rarity, my friend. Like, I don't know how someone would describe me at all. Anyway, let's get to Luciette rejecting all help because it's Luciette. Yeah. To be fair, the thing I was looking at, it seems like this route does not start until chapter 3. There's no extra point for him. But I still kind of wanted to show off the dialogue, you know, of Luciette not wanting any help. Because I did skip through the first one. So you'll see that this is still going to be filled in, colored, whatever the word is. But the next one won't. I can break the curse on my own. They offered to help, but that could have been because they felt pressured to. Oh, what just happened? Okay. This curse is my problem and my burden. I will break it on my own. Perhaps doing my duties. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Perhaps doing my duties will be considered a good deed if I do them willingly. Let's see it. So if I sweep without the broom having to drag me around the room. Okay, I did say that right. I walk up to the broom. I cannot believe I am about to do this. The floors aren't that dirty, but I heard a niece once say that there is no such thing as too clean. I love Anissa and Delora, like, is she possessed? What the fuck? Do my eyes deceive me? Isn't that the magic? Definitely not. The enchantment I put on the broom hasn't activated yet. Does that mean the princess is actually... If you're going to stand around, could you not do so in the center of the room? I am sweeping. There's no magic here. This is the most pathetic sweeping I've ever seen. Hey! Delora! She's trying her best! Oh my god. Y'all... Sorry, Mom and I were talking about stuff the other day. And I don't remember how exactly we got on the topic, but we were talking about not great managers. And when I worked, my manager was not great. And one of the things she did, chat, during training, learned how to sweep the dining room. But here's the thing. I know how to sweep. I'd been doing chores for my entire life. Up to that point. So, like, I knew how to sweep floors. And I knew how to do them to people's unreal expectations of perfection. Thanks to my stepmother. But this girl, I swept the dining room and she was like, looking over every nook and cranny to see if I missed anything. And I was like, at the time, I thought nothing of it. But later on, like, she was just the worst. So I think she genuinely was trying to find something to point out that was, you know, a spot I missed, something like that. And it just wasn't the case. It was an interesting realization I came to. I mean, this manager was just like, she told me point blank at one point that the general higher up than her, the general manager was thinking about firing me. She said this to my face. I was like, girl, what the fuck? Why? Huh? I don't know. I don't know what was going through her head. It's hard to talk about her because, like, I don't want to say where I worked. And I also don't want to say the names of coworkers or anything. So I have to be careful. But yeah, it was weird because even if like you thought about even if she was telling the truth, it still would have been weird for the general manager to fire me, as I was a minor at the time. But unlike the other minors who could only work certain hours due to school, I didn't have that problem due to being homeschooled. So I could work more hours, and that was definitely taken advantage of several times. Like, I could stay late into the night because I didn't need to worry about school tomorrow. So it'd be weird for the general manager to fire someone that could work many hours without, fail. So it was just strange. Yeah. Anyway, to Laura. She hasn't swept anything. She's just moved the dirt around the floor. It's in a perfect even layer all over. Shut up, Laura. Well, she's trying very hard. That should count. I hear Delora and Anise talking about me in the corner of the room, but I make a point of ignoring their words. Oh, Lucia. Oh, Miss Ice Princess. I set the broom back and wait. I do not know what signals the completion of a good deed, but I should know it when I see it. Will there be a flash of light? Will the piece of slipper appear in my hands or on my necklace? Whatever it is, it should have happened by now. You weren't expected to have completed one of your deeds through sweeping, were you? Doing what's expected of you doesn't make you good. It just makes you normal. That's still a good thing. This is gonna be harder than I expected. Anyway, skip. Whom should I ask for help today? Nobody! This is pure Luciette by herself. No, I don't need any help. I head toward the dining area to get some water. The people sitting in the marching are talking and laughing with one another. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Hold on. The heat pack slid off. I have to put it back. Okay, no. Okay, well, I had it perfect and then I readjusted and now it's like, no. I refuse to be there. There we go. It's the place where my muscle is sore is such an awkward place. Like, it's above my knee, but it's in this weird middle ground of slightly under and slightly above. So I have to have the heat pack under, but also curled up enough to get the whole spot that hurts. Or is sore. Not really hurts. It doesn't really hurt. I do wonder if I should take a Tylenol. I don't have any in my little pill container. My mom has some, so I'll be fine. Anyway, there we go. I should be good. And this, kids, is why you don't overdo walking and using muscles, and I don't know. This is the first time I've had something like this happen to me, okay? I didn't know it was a thing that could happen. Of just, walking around. Like, I knew muscles get sore when you walk around a lot, but I didn't think sitting at a desk for 5 hours could contribute to your muscles being sore to the point of barely being able to walk around. I didn't think that was possible, okay? It's like, but I was sitting down. Why am I in pain? I think it's the funniest thing because I got off a stream yesterday, like very tired, ready to go to bed, stood up, and it was just immediate, oh, well, why am I alive? Why am I here? Just to suffer. Oh, the pain. But I am fine. I talked to Mom yesterday. So she helped a lot. She basically scolded me and was like, well, you shouldn't have done that. You know, if you felt that you were sore before stream, if you had told me that you felt sore, I would have given you advice not to stream. Especially for such a long time. And I was like, thank you, Mother. Now please make it better. She just gave me Tylenol and put the spray on. Because Mama's knee hurts, so she has stuff. So, I'm good. I was gonna say I'll be fine and I'm good at the same time. It came out sounded so weird. I apologize for that. Anyway. The people sitting in the march-in are talking and laughing with one another. Everyone is included. Everyone has someone to talk to. Is this what friendship is meant to look like? Damn. Damn, Luciette. Okay. I forgot how sad protag. That is not the word I meant. Prologue. Luciette is like. You're making a funny face, Luciette. Are you trying to comprehend the wonders of friendship? Dolora, can you read her mind? These people are also friendly with one another, despite their differences. Doesn't it warm your frozen heart? Oh, hell no, it's Luciette. Until you consider that they're doing it only because they want someone. Something. All of them want to break their curses. They're all here because they hope to find clues. They come to the march-in simply to use other people for their own convenience. Is that goodness? Is this what I meant to do? I know this can be read as sarcastic, but I think Luciette's being genuine when she's like, is this goodness? Because truthfully, Luciette, especially prologue Luciette, does not know what goodness or friendship even is. There's a difference between using people and them offering to help you, princess. There's a big, important difference. I don't understand. Yeah, we know, baby. I didn't think you would. What you say is true, but it's not the whole truth. Everyone here is to break their curses, sure, but most are here for the camaraderie, too. The understanding. That's why they keep coming back. What do you see, princess? People talking, eating together, laughing. Don't you see the happiness here? Being cursed is pretty terrible. You'd assume the cursed would be constantly sobbing and moaning, bemoaning their bad luck, right? You mean like how Luciette's been doing? But there's none of that here. This is what being surrounded by good, kind people does. It can make a terrible situation bearable. It can make a person feel lighter. But what is goodness then? Why are these people good when I am not? I cannot help but think about the looks they gave me when I arrived. Disdain, contempt, anger. None of those emotions were good. Being good doesn't require you to be selfless or kind every moment of the day. Damn, Delora! Say it louder for the people in the back. No, but like, I fully agree. Being good does not require you to give up every single part of yourself. You are more likely to get very hurt that way. So, very much agree, you know? Sure, these people want to break their curses, but for the time, for a meal. Hello, what's going on? Hi! We're, playing Cinderella Phenomenon. nothing's really happened yet. We're going to be starting a new route, like, fairly soon. We're mostly going through Luciette's I Want to Be Alone arc first. Because this route, you can't exactly talk to the love interest of this route in the prologue. So there's just an option for Luciette to go off on her own. But then we'll get to the actual love interest. And, oh, I'm so excited because I love this route so much. It's so... Yay. And I have heat packs on my thighs because I did a lot of walking Thursday, and then Friday I did a lot of walking and bending over on Friday morning because I was helping my sister at her wedding dress fitting. So, I bustled out her train and helped with the veil. And then I sat down on Friday and did a 5-hour stream. And so thus, yesterday I was in a lot of pain. My muscles were like, that was too much. Okay. So today, while I am feeling better, I still got heat packs because they are still a little sore. So there are probably going to be quite a few times during the stream where I have to readjust to make sure. It was on the area. I just felt something fall. What the hell was that? Oh, it was my blanket. Apparently a part of my blanket was bunched up and it just randomly fell. I was like, okay. I just felt it fall. I was like, what? Anyway. So there's that. And Luciette's currently questioning what goodness is. I think that's pretty much it. Before time for a meal, they can put what they want to the side and listen to someone else for a change. That in itself is selfless. Delora nudges me with her elbow. And that makes them good people. I look down into my mug, my mind swirling with considerations. Oh no, exercise pain of feeling gaining muscle. Yeah. It was really bad yesterday. Like, I knew I wouldn't stream because I was in pain, but like, I did not leave my bed because I was in pain. There were very few times I actually got up. The instant I look up, Delora has disappeared. Of course she did. Skipping through. Oh, I thought there was one more. Oh my god, no, that's it? Oh, I thought there was one more. Okay, anyway. So, it's time for the actual route. So we have done Karma. The prince from a neighboring city. We have done Rod, our stepbrother. Not my favorite route, but we have learned a lot about his family and his curse. We have done Rumpel, and we learned a lot about him, and the fact he's a doctor, and the fact his name is Chevalier, or whatever the hell you say it. I still will call him Chev or Chevy. And then we unlocked these two. That is right, chat. This is one of the last two routes. Then once we finish this route, it will be on to the true ending route. So that means this route is going to be a whole lot of lore. So there's going to be a lot in this route. Whoa. Yeah. So I'm excited because this is Fitz's route. And Fitz Fitz's description is that he is our bodyguard. You know, Princess Luciette's personal bodyguard. But Fitz remembers who we are. And that is going to be very important to remember, especially at the beginning of this route. Reunion. I'm so excited because I get to voice a lot of my thoughts in this route, especially about a certain character. Okay. I'm in town with Waltz because Parfait needed supplies for her potions, and we are the only ones available to get them for her. I do not know why, but I feel on edge. Do not worry, Princess. I will not let anything bad happen to you. Oh, Waltz. Though, you know, you wouldn't even have to be here if Lady Parfait hadn't placed so many orders. I do not understand why she has to get everything today. Surely she can pick up the rest tomorrow. If she was more patient, I wouldn't have needed to go out at all today for such a bothersome chore. I forgot how mean, beginning Luciette is. Lady Parfait's been receiving a lot of orders lately. She needs to keep up with the demand somehow. Let's make this quick. Of course. Once it's like, please, Princess. My eyes wander to the shop right in front of me. This should be the place. How can I help? Oh, it's you. Bitch! Who are you talking to? Me or Waltz? If you're talking to Waltz, I don't give a fuck. If you're talking to me, hey. This is the witch who came into the march some time ago with mud on her shoes. Hey, even more, fuck you, bitch. Both. Hey, that's kind of fair then. That's kind of fair. To be fair, she did walk into the march with mud all over her shoes. So, you did make my life a little bit harder. Anyway. What can I do for you two? We need all the items on this list, please. Waltz holds out the list Parfait gave him. The witch surveys the list and then gives a thoughtful nod. I'll collect those for you right away. It'll only be a few moments. Okay, look. I'm sorry for my outburst then. It's the way, she said that. I thought there was going to be a confrontation. I thought she was about to get pissed off. I've dealt with too many of the pissed off, people in other routes. The witch disappears into her back room. I fold my arms as we wait, my thoughts drifting. We'll be finished before you know it, Princess. I'm going to get kidnapped, aren't I? I've gotten kidnapped in too many... Oh my god. Why did I call it? Hi. These two men with the music. I think we're gonna get kidnapped, chat. Poor Luciette cannot get a break. This makes it, what, the 4th time she's been kidnapped? Every time Luciette's like, oh yes, I shall go outside. Somehow, some way, she almost gets kidnapped. It's always the same guys too. It is. It's always these guys. What do you want? Well, look who it is. Hello again, little girl. Don't call me that. It seems you're here again with your little friend. You're stalking us. Good to know. Oh, see? These are the men that tried to rob me back when I was on the streets and kidnap us several times. Waltz quickly steps in front of me as if to shield me from the men. Waltz, you were small. Waltz, you are in the body of a child at the moment. I don't think that's gonna help. Can he even protect me? Thank you, Lucia. Oi! She cleans up alright, don't she? Almost didn't recognize her all neat. Worst takers ever. What do you want? Us? We don't want nothing. But we heard there's someone who wants you. Oh my god. What? Ah! And they're willing to pay more money than we could have ever gotten from you. Goodbye, world. The man reaches out to grab me, but Walt slaps his hand away. The man's unwashed stench reaches my nose, and I try not to gag. Oh god, they don't even smell good? Fuck you guys. Take a bath. Don't touch her, Waltz. Boy, what's this? Miss Witch, I'm getting kidnapped. The witch reappears at the door, and the men back off slightly when she appears. None of your business. I think it is. These people are my customers. Okay, I'm sorry for everything I said at the beginning, Miss Witch, if you save us here. I am so sorry. Stay out of this, hag. Hey, don't call her that. I'm gonna defend her now, if she saves us. Hag. I am slightly startled when the witch leans forward and whispers to us. Listen, you both start running, okay? You run as fast as you can, and don't stop for anyone. You need to get back to the marching. Thank you, Miss Witch. But let's just be professional clean nappers. That's what I'm saying. Like, at least take a fucking bath. Like, nah. Trying to kidnap me when you smell disgusting? Fuck off. At least chloroform me if you're gonna do that, okay? I'm sorry, that was such a bad joke. Oh, anyway. I'll hail the extra witch, who has no eyes. Incredible she is. Don't you worry about me. I'll distract them for as long as I can. But you need to run. Go. Hey! Look alive, boys! This one itches. Waltz grabs my hand and pulls me with him as we run. Not even turning back when we hear the Oh, damn! She threw one of her potions at him! Hell yeah! All hail the extra witch. She is incredible. She is a witch. Why would she help us? Because she is a good witch, princess. Yeah, fair point. I am sure that she is only helping us because she wants to keep us indebted to her. Not really. I feel like a more logical explanation, Lucia, is that we are her customers, and customers that order a lot because Parfait orders a ton from her. So, like, yeah, it makes sense she would help us. Like, she's a regular at the Marchin, and we're also her regulars, so, you know. You don't want your regulars getting kidnapped here. We continue running against a current of people. I managed to keep up with Waltz for a time, but it is not long before my hand slips out of his and I'm lost to the crowd. Oh, fuck. When will the witch get a face she deserves? She does deserve one. You know, when I get better at drawing, I want to make fan art of her. Tag the Dicesuki game company. Like, I made fan art of the extra witch in Fritz's route. You know, fucking loved her. I don't know. I think that was pretty cool. Pretty badass thing to do. She really did not need to help us, especially for my attitude towards her. You know, I would not have blamed her if she didn't help. Anyway, we're lost to the crowd. The minute I am separated from Waltz, I stop. Panic begins to well up inside me. Waltz! I frantically look around at the crowds, trying to find him, but I fail. I need to get back to the Marchin. Slowly it dawns at me that I am in a part of town I do not... Oh, God. Not only were we almost kidnapped, we are now lost. What a wonderful day for a lovely princess. I do not know my way around this area. I knew leaving the Marchin was a bad idea. When I see Parfait again, I will give her a piece of my mind. I don't blame you. Oh, princess, how was your outing? I got lost. I was almost kidnapped. I'll never leave my room again. I'd be like, that's kind of fair. Oh, they found us. Oh, I did not read that. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I found her. I immediately turn on my heels and run as fast as I can. I am so panicked I cannot see what is in front of me. I do not notice the man in front of me until I crash into him. I prepare to fall, but the man has braced himself just before I crash into him. We both somehow manage to remain upright. Excuse me, Princess? This voice. I look up in shock. Our boy! It's the boy! It's one of my favorite boys. Hello, Fitz. Hello. I know it's technically Fritz, but Fitz. I've been calling him Fitz for all these playthroughs. He's still gonna be Fitz. Apologies for anyone who might be slightly mad about that. Look, I call Emily, and her name is definitely not Emily. I don't know what you're expecting from me. I only noticed because I was putting... Okay, the reason why I realized that his name is not Fitz, I genuinely did not see the R, which kind of tells you how dyslexic I am, to be fair, because I typed in the... He's so skinny. Oh, goodness, get more. I know, right? He's a knight, and he's this skinny. It's like, baby, put on some muscles, okay? But I was typing in the title for the stream, and I put FITS, but then I looked at, you know, the helpful little walkthrough I might have on my phone, and it was like, no, that's not his name. He has an R in his name, and I was like, he does? So it's correct in the title. But, like, I'm not changing the way I say his name. He's forever going to be Fitz to me, okay? But, yeah, that's the only reason I actually realized, oh, I have not been saying that correct at all. To be fair, his name is, Fritzgard. Like, something like that. Fitzgerald? And it's shortened, so I thought it was Fitz. I don't know. I don't know how to explain my thought process. But yeah, that's how I realized. It takes a bit, chat, okay? It really is you. Princess, How does he remember who I am? That is a great point, Luciette. There he is. Oh. There she is. I have no time to think about this now. Who? I grab his arm and pull him with me into a run. Not, hey, Fitz, I'm being pursued by two men who want to kidnap me. Oh, shit, Princess, really? Hold on. Well, no, apparently we're just gonna run. Why are we running? Somehow he is barely out of breath despite how long we've been running. It sends a shiver of irritation through me. He's a knight. I think those men want to sell me. Luciette? Luciette! This might be the only time I say this, but you are actually making it sound worse than it actually is. They want to kidnap you for the man that paid them. They do not want to sell you. Selling you gives an entirely different context. Oh god, Luciette. Oh, I know who their employer is, and he definitely doesn't want you for that reason. Lucia, I promise you, that is not why at all. But damn, Lucia. I suppose it's one way of telling someone you're in danger. Lucia, no. Okay, let's go with that. What? You know, that's a fair expression, Fitz. Or fair confusion. I shake my head as I try to tug him forward again. Fitz does not budge. Princess, this is very irritating. We must keep moving. I see her. Oh my god, how are they still following us? Jesus. Oh no. Princess? Wait, Fitz is a knight. Oh my god, you realized? I trust you can manage those two fools. with one hand behind my back. Really? Really? I guess you're agile? Yeah. Perhaps you're agile. You know, so yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, sadly, you're not wrong. Smart move, spelling it out too. I'm not gonna say it either, cause I don't want to. I'm a little worried. I'm trying to be a little more careful for what I do on Twitch, which is a bit of a surprise, right? But like, there was a lot of bannings a while ago that were for like no reason, and specifically they were all VTubers. And while I'm small enough, I don't think Twitch would just ban me. I'd still rather be cautious. You know? Like, Twitch, please ignore whatever I say and do. I've read over TOS. I don't remember half of it, so forgive me if I say something that walks that line. Anyway. Back to Fitz apparently being a good guard knight. Free labor worker. Free labor worker! Good save. Good. Yes. Yes. Free labor worker. Oh. Anyway. With a nod and a confident smile, he turns to face the oncoming men. He moves to stand in front of me, effectively shielding me with his body. 2-on-1? I don't like your chances, boy. How old are you, Fitz? I haven't ever actually thought that, or wondered that. I doubt they actually say how old he is, so give me like half a second. Hell? Oh. Should probably put in the Cinderella phenomenon first. Otherwise, I'm probably going to get the age of a random Fitz. How old is Fritz? Well, chat, I'm cooked. I looked it up in Google, and wait, hold on. Why is his name like that? Why is his name like that? Oh my god. Okay, so when I put it in, it did not give me any results. And I was like, okay, well, shit, I'm out of luck, right? Weirdly enough, the autocorrect changed the I in Fritz's name to one of the special eyes. Why? I don't know. So I fixed it and I got a result. He's 21 to 23. So yeah, you are a kid. Not really, but young. Oh! Hey, fun fact, chat. Karma was apparently 19. Rod was 18. Rumpel was 24. Huh. Well, I now have new information. Anyway, good to know. We've got no business with you. We just want the girl. Run on home. She'll be more trouble than this is worth. Well, damn right. I'll be more trouble. It's Susiette. The eye with the accent. Yeah! You'll have to get through me first. Oh, Fitz. Ha! And how are you gonna stop us? I don't know men with no visible weapons. How would he possibly stop y'all? How could he at all manage it? It's such a mystery. Couldn't possibly be something on his sprite that could possibly aid him. Anyway. With this. Hey! I mean, we knew that was coming, right? I love Luciette's face is like, damn, I didn't expect him to actually pull his sword. This is the face of, damn, he's actually competent? I'm surprised. Oh, also, Luciette's outfit is just so pretty. Anyway. Fitz brandishes his sword and smiles at them. Fitz is second only to his father, Sir Alacaster, in his ability with a sword. His skill is obvious just in the way he holds his blade. Which makes it even more curious why this man has no muscles. Waving around a sword isn't going to scare us away this time. What do you mean this time? Oh, right! We did get almost kidnapped by these guys in the prologue. And Karma stopped them with the sword last time. Wait, so... That's so stupid. Imagine... Okay. I just... These two kidnappers tried to kidnap Luciette for the first time. And this woman with long red hair stops you with a sword, right? She stands in front of Luciette and is like, I will cut your heads off if you get any closer to her. Okay? So that happens. Oh no, the thugs got magical. I doubt it. Are there guns in this world? I don't know if there's guns in this world. There might be. I'm not sure. But so that's the first thing that happens. And then you go back the second time to try and kidnap her again. And you're stopped by a sword again. You're like, that's not gonna stop us this time. Did you at least bring a weapon? Oh my god. No, they did not bring a weapon. They're dumbasses. Well, they don't shower, so I'm not sure what I was expecting. The girl is worth enough gold to sort out any scratches we might get. See, it's like, the fuck? How much gold were you paid? Any closer and I'll do more of the scratch. Like, what is this logic? She's worth any pain we might endure. I can literally kill you. What are you? I'm sorry. At the ending of the other route, we literally murdered a guy. We stabbed him in the neck. Why do you think you have a chance here? Oh. Get him. God. The fight is over as quickly as it starts. I cannot keep up with Fitz's movements at first, but when I am able to focus on him again, the two men are completely immobilized. I would just stare at them like, what the fuck were you thinking? One is sprawled on the ground with Fitz's foot firmly planted on his back. The others collapsed against the wall of the alleyway, with the tip of Fitz's sword pressed against his neck. You wanted to question them? Did I say that? Fitz is completely unscathed. I turned to look at the man against the wall, thinking he might be more capable of speech at this time. Who was going to pay you? I'd answer her. I watch as Fitz presses his sword against the man's. Hey, we did this last time. No, we literally did this last time. This is how we killed a man. Well, technically it wasn't against a wall. A sword was thrown. I'm sorry. Like, I know in the scene, in the moment, it was a very tragic thing for the character to do. But it was kind of badass at the same time. Because this character, you know, Chev, Rumpel, he took the sword, he threw it, and he got Mithros right in the neck. And Mithros fell to the ground and died. I was like, damn, Chef, you threw that? And you got that good of an aim? I was like, damn, that's kind of impressive, though. Like, oh no, you murdered a man, and that goes against everything that you've promised as a doctor, like your oath and everything. But at the same time, that was kind of sick. Like, damn. That is some aim. Ever thought of taking up archery? Or daggers? Like, I feel bad because, like, he immediately broke down in tears and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know. Murder bad. My bad. To be fair, I blame Lucette. She should have kept her sword against Mithros' neck, and she didn't. I won't kill you. I'm not like Mother. Lucette, maybe you cannot kill him, but still keep him mobilized. Girl Pop, it's fine. You're not going to kill him. Still keep your sword against his neck so he doesn't get up and stab someone. Which is exactly what he did. So, I blame Lucette for that one. It was such an interesting ending, because I'm still baffled that it's the good ending. I'm like, what? What is this? Murder everywhere. Anyway. It was a witch. It was a witch. A witch. Well, since this is the witch we met was good, but this is just further proof that witches will always be inherently wicked. Oh, baby. It was a witch, I swear. We got a note with your picture, and then it burned to pieces right before our eyes once we'd read it. I'm sorry? You got a note that basically said kidnapped this girl with Lucette's picture, and it burned right after you read it, and you were like, yeah, shit, man, let's take that deal. Are you that desperate for money? Like, now I'm more concerned for y'all. You took a deal that I think any sane human being would not take, even if they were a known hitman or assassin, because of how sketchy that is. Okay. Alright. What did the note say? Just to get you to the witch in one piece. The payment would come when the— You're not even paid?! Oh my god. All this for the promise of money? Baby, honey, always take payment first. Always. Even if it's interest. You take some of that shit because you don't know if it's true or not. Like, you kidnap her, you take her to the witch, and he's just gonna murder you guys because you outlived your usefulness. What makes you think the witch is gonna give you money? He might have said that. He could be lying. You should have asked for proof. Again, this is not a deal I think any sane person would take. Even in a fantasy world. Stupid. These men are very stupid. I feel so bad for them. Like, oh my god. Are you serious? You don't even have money. You didn't get some of the sum? You were just told an arbitrary number and said, yeah, no shit, that's worth it. Can I hire these guys? Can I hire them because I just feel bad for them? Oh, I want to make fan art of these guys actually getting payment. Just because of how, like, sad that is. Like, sir, I hate to break this to you, but you would have died. You would have delivered Luciette and then be dead. Oh my god. No. No wonder it's only these guys. No wonder. Everyone else said that's a stupid ass decision. I'm not doing that. Everyone else was like, that's sketchy. I don't trust that. Not these two. No, they just jumped head first. Oh my gosh. No. That actually shocked me. That was just like, what the fuck? How much was this payment? Does it matter? What was the number you guys were told? What was it? Answer me. 1,000! A whole 1,000 gold pieces. That is supposedly what we're worth. Oh yeah. Yeah, they would have given you that 1,000 gold pieces. Absolutely. Oh my god. You didn't ask for like 100 before you went, you know, hazard pay? Something? What is this? What kind of hitmen are you? What kind of kidnappers are you? What are your jobs? What is this? How were they chosen for this? That is my question. Oh. All right. 1,000. 1,000 gold pieces would be enough to feed a family for years. That's great. That is wonderful. That makes it more, like, unbelievable that they took this deal. It's like, okay. 2,000. Right? It's like, okay. Imagine you get a note from you don't know where the hell it came from. And it says, for $1 billion, kidnap this girl. And then it burns in front of your face. Would you take that deal? Or would you be like most sane people and know, well, that's a fucking trap if I've ever seen one. And not take that deal? Because I don't think that money is actually going to me. I think I deliver the girl and then I'm murdered. Because that is so much money, I don't actually believe you're going to give me that. Because I don't know who the fuck you are. This is a scam. I just feel bad for these men now. I just feel so bad. Like, why did you do this? Why did you take... And gold is heavy. Like, what? How did they expect to get that money? You know, get that gold? Did they think it'd just be in a bag? Like, it's too heavy to be in a bag. It'd break, especially 1,000 pieces. Sir, how? What is your situation that you take this deal? Princess? Fitz, I'm sorry. I'm just baffled. Not anyone would have that kind of wealth. They would have to be nobility. Royalty, even. You see how insane that is? Even Luciette's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. Are witches disguising themselves as member of aristocracy? Whatever the fuck now. Luciette. No, these men are just dumbasses. That's the short. That's it. That's the end of it. Princess. Yes? What do you want to do with these two? I look at the men, I feel something icy run through my veins. These men were going to abduct me. There's no telling what they would have done to me if they had caught me. Probably deliver you to a witch and then be dead! Like nothing would have happened to you. They would have delivered you and then be gone. Their bodies never found. Please, don't beg. What would your son say if he heard? Oh, he has a son. Even more reason of why did you take this deal? Why did you do this? He has a family. He has a family, Luciette. Of course he does. That does not matter. Even if I had mentioned my family, it would not have made a difference. Good, Luciette. Do not get distracted by shit. Wait. What did you do to her? Do to who? The woman at the shop. What did you do to her? Nothing that can't be fixed. So not only have these men, number one, let's hold on. We'll talk about that in a second. Did you hurt her? When either man answer me, I frown. I do not know why that witch was trying to save me, but she did try. These men cannot get away with doing whatever they wish. Answer me. What did you do to her? Nothing that won't heal. The anger that was nothing but a small flame burns full force in my chest. They do not deserve mercy. Okay. Okay, let's discuss these men's crime. We are in court. Alright? I needed to slam my microphone down. I didn't really slam it because I do not want to break my microphone. But I did, toss it down. Court is in session. So, first crime these men did. They tried to rob us in the prologue. And kidnap us. It was a mix of both. So that was the first crime. Second crime. They did not shower. And so they smell disgusting. That is a crime. In Sky's court, that's a crime. Number 3. They tried to kidnap us again. Okay. Number 4. They hurt the witch at the shop that saved us. The extra witch, we love her. We adore her. She's the best. So, that's definitely a crime here. No, dude. We got the rope or something here. I mean... and finally, their final crime. Or, not their crime. But... What's it called? Defendants? How does court work? Look, I know there's lawyers, there's the judge, there's the defendant, and the plaintiff. Which one is the one guilty? Isn't it the defendant who's guilty? I'm pretty sure it's the defendant that's guilty. Anyway, the defendant's reasoning for doing all this, their motive. A random note they got that said it would give them 1,000 gold pieces if they kidnapped Luciette. And then it burned in front of their eyes. The ruling, if I remember correctly, and I have to check because I did say we were doing all the good routes first. And so I do want to make sure, you know, oh my god, it is what I think it is. No. No, Chad, I don't want to do this. I want to choose this answer. 'Cause what the fuck? But I can't, chat. It's not the correct answer. To get the good ending, I have to spare them. I don't want to. I truly don't want to. I think these men deserve to be punished. However, Fitz, because I want your good route, and I want your good ending, I suppose that for their stupidity and for their dumbassery, I don't give a fuck. Actually, hold on. Let me restart that speech in 5 seconds, okay? Why? Okay. I suppose for their stupidity and their dumbassery and the utter audacity they have to hurt one of my favorites, one of my new favorite extra characters, we have to do the right thing. Fuck them! I'm sorry, I have to, okay? We'll go through the dialogue of them being punished and then we'll go back and hit spare them. But I cannot, on good conscience, spare them first. These are not good men. They must be punished. How dare they think they can get away with it? How dare they? I agree, Luciette. Fitz, yes. Make sure they pay for what they did. I may not be good, but I would never harm another person. There are consequences to harming. Agree. Fitz. Princess, I can't. Oh, god damn it. That's why we have to spare them? Really? Fitz, please. Fitz. Alright, fine. Fine. Why has our boy gotta be like this? Let us have our fun. Why can't you be like Chev? We killed a person in his route. You know? Granted, he didn't like it either, but it was the good ending. They deserve to be put. Oh, they do! We tried, Luciette, but our boy could not do it. But we're just taking to the police. Yeah, true, we could just take them to the police. To be honest, that's probably the smarter decision. What the fuck are you talking about, Luciette? These men were nothing but puppets to some master. They still hurt our girl. Fine. Fine. Oh. Punishing them is a waste of time. Oh, okay. God, I love Luciette so much. I'm going to spare them. Oh, wow, Princess Luciette. You're showing them mercy? How sweet of you. No, they're just a waste of time. I do not want to bother with punishing them. Why would I do that? Oh, I love our girl. It is an additional burden that I do not care to shoulder. Princess? Promise not to come after me ever again. You hear that, stinky boys? I will recognize you by your scent if you get within a 3 feet meter or radius. So back off. I'm getting a restraining order, apparently. Oh, this is just the first option. You know, this is just chapter 3. It's gonna be an interesting route. Swear it. I swear on my life you'll never see me. You better keep to that. Because if I see your ass, you're dead. I mean it. I'll pick up the sword myself. I swear it as well. Let them go. Don't give me that look! You wouldn't let me punish them! This is the best I could do! Why are you giving me this look? What do you want from me, man? Hey, how's it going? Hey, Weave! Okay. Me and Loco, we just had court. These two men are guilty, but because Fitz is fucking Fitz, we're not allowed to punish them. So we gotta spare their asses. They are guilty. They just tried to kidnap us. So they just tried to kidnap us. They hurt my new favorite character. She's a extra witch that runs the potion shop. I love her though. She protected us. She's very sweet. I'm gonna make fan art of her one day. She has no eyes. Okay, that's wild. It's something you can't punish them. Can't punish them because Fitz doesn't want to punish them. He's like, I can't possibly hurt another person. And it's like, Fitz, baby, you're a knight! Pick up your sword! Chop off their arm! Do what must be done. But now he's still giving me this look when I spare them. I'm like, man, seriously? Alright. But yeah, no, these men are guilty. They also are very stinky. They have not showered. That's just one of their crimes. Fitz, your job's to hurt people. What the exactly! It's like Fitz! Honey! Oh, why are you my knight? Why is my knight the one guy who won't hurt people? How is the doctor's route involve more murder than this? Damn! Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Weave, because this is the route I get to talk about Varg. And there's a very special reason why. And I'm so excited for it. Because I adore Varg. And Varg is very intriguing to me. But I'm not sure how long that's gonna be. Anyway. Yeah. That's what's currently going on. We ran into Fitz. We were almost kidnapped. We lost Waltz. We're here now. Anyway, let's suppose y'all can leave. Fitz and I leave them in. Okay, glad I'm here then. Sorry I'm late. I didn't get a note. Sorry, scream. Oh, damn. That sucks. Why do my streams not do that? Actually, that might just be a Twitch thing. To be honest. I need to, like, find a way to set up adding more notifications so people can, you know, get notified that I'm streaming. Especially with the new 4 schedule thing, where it's actually I'm just doing 2 in that 4 blocked off days. Anyway, I'll figure that out. But yeah. Welcome. I'm in a good mood. Oh, I gotta readjust. My heat pack is falling again. Same. Notification strange. Yeah. I think it's just Twitch since I have notifications turned on. I think so too. I feel like Twitch and YouTube are not great with notifications. Cause like, I've seen in other comment sections people commenting that like, hey, I never got a notification for this video. And I've noticed it myself since I am subscribed with notifications to very few people. But I do have notifications on and I just do not get them despite them being on. I usually just find out they have a new video just because it showed up on my feed. It's like, well, that's not great. Okay. It's weird. Weird. something they need to fix, but something we will work around, I suppose. Anyway, Fitz and I leave the men behind in the alleyway. I sigh in relief when the scenery around me becomes more familiar. From here, I can probably find my way. Yeah, it's so stupid. It is. Oh, sorry. I just remembered. Speaking of YouTube, did you know YouTube has an ambient mode for shorts? I didn't. I happened to click on a short on my laptop and I couldn't watch them shorts often because it hurt my head, because ambient mode made a very light light appear behind the short, but I did not know it was there, and it would change depending on the lighting. And I was like, YouTube, what the fuck is this? What is this shit? I turned it off. Never knew it was a feature. I can watch shorts on my laptop now. I was like, okay, alright, YouTube, what's with this shit? I think there's a lot of stupid YouTube features. Glad you turned it off. Yeah, I'm so glad too. Yeah. Anyway, I figured that out a while. Not a while. It was a few days ago. A week ago at most. Anyway. Back to Luciette, who's probably going to abandon the night here in a second. Even though this route is about him. There's something new every day. Yeah. I could probably find my way back to the Marchen. Fitz is unusually quiet, that I barely notice. Oh my god. As I become wrapped up in my thoughts. Oh yeah, Fitz is here. What does a witch want with me? That is a spoiler, Luciette. Not really. We've done 3 other routes that basically all said the same thing. That Mithras wants her because he, his master was the queen, and Luciette is the princess. Actually, not that hard to understand. As far as I know, I've never done anything to a witch. True. Princess? I'm startled when Fitz talks. Oh my god, you're still here. Yes? You let those men go. Well, you didn't want me to punish them. I'm holding this over you for the rest of our in-game lives, and probably in Evermore too. You wouldn't let me punish them. I wasn't expecting... See? That's his crystal. That means it was a good choice. Fuck this man. I mean... Okay. Let's all pretend, alright, that I was not going to say, I mean we will. Let's pretend that I was going to complain some more, okay? That I was so close to coming out, and then I just had the thought as I was about to say it, fuck, I'm asexual. I was like, so we won't. I was like, I need to stop. Exactly. I was like, damn. This is my fault. I might have... I don't know. Fitz, what are you doing to me? This is hilarious too, because alright, I can understand when things are attractive, but Fitz to me is not attractive. I want to pet his hair and call him a good boy, but not in a sexual sense. In a, this is a pet sense. So, This is what makes it even more funny. Interesting. I am not at all attracted to this man. I love his root. I adore him, but very much in a... His lore is so intriguing. And... Oh my god. Didn't we already discuss this with the Elf King? Is this what I'm gonna be known for? Is this my channel? Is my channel just this? Oh my... I wish to get good at animating one day. Because I want to make an animation that is just going to be titled Sky Asexual Moments. And it's going to be every single moment I make a sexual joke. Okay? Because there's been too many of those up to this point. What is my life? Anyway. Hello, Fitz. I wasn't expecting you to. Yes, we know. That is a great idea. It is. Oh. What do you want? You showed them mercy when not everyone would have. Because not everyone else is a dumbass. Everyone else is smart. Instead, we gotta be dumb. We gotta play dumb for you. Mercy. Oh yeah, for Luciette, it wasn't even mercy. For Luciette, it's... I can't be bothered. Which, honestly, power move. Is that what that was? It was not, baby. Baby girl, no. You were not at all thinking it was mercy. I think Fitz has more faith in my morality. I mean, is she wrong? Is she wrong? I did not spare those men to save them. I spared them to avoid consequences. Oh. Luciette. It was difficult. No, it wasn't. I mean, it was, but for different reasons. The most meaningful shows of mercy often are. Fitz! I must drop my microphone there. He's making me laugh too much. But... why is he smiling at me like that? Because Fitz is a dumbass, okay? Fitz, he is the epitome of a himbo, okay? Luciette, he is a himbo through and through. And so he's got very few brain cells. I notice Fitz fidgeting. It is a sure sign he has something else he wants to say. Spit it out. What is it? Where have you been, princess? One day you just suddenly disappeared. No one in the palace seems to remember you at all. Oh yeah, now we gotta talk about this shit. Why am I the only person who can remember you? We've been wondering that too. And this is the route we finally get to know. Why can you remember me, Fitz? Could Fitz be... Are you cursed, Fitz? Damn, Luciette, I didn't think you just... Chapter 3. Say that shit. Alright, never mind, we're speedrunning this, I suppose. Fitz looks shocked. Are you talking about the fairy tale curse? Yes. No, of course not. What makes you think that I am? Again, not many brain cells. If he's not cursed, then how else could he know who I am? No one else remembers this person, but I do? Could it be that I'm the one with a problem? Sure, Fitz, whatever you say. Are you a witch or a fairy? Fitz stares at me as if I've grown another head. I don't understand why you're asking me this, princess. I am definitely human. Are you sure about that? Could it be that he's somewhere unaware of his conditions of his curse? I forgot how smart Lucette is. Damn. I must speak with Delora and Parfait about this. Princess, what is going on? Princess? Damn, Lucette! Bro ain't pulling anyone. No, nope, nope. I do love Lucette just leaves him behind. Like, you might be cursed, but bye-bye. Anyway, thanks for the save. It's like, Lucette, he's the love interest of this route. He is? Oh, I need to take a drink. My lemonade. My throat hurts. I think I've been laughing too much. Okay. I need to get to the margin as quickly as possible so I can speak to Parfait and Delora about what Fritz's curse might be. Waltz is probably looking for me as well. Oh yeah, I forgot all about Waltz. Are you okay? Then abruptly, Fitz puts himself in front of me, blocking my path. Lemonade at night, really? Well... yes. But it's technically sparkling water flavored to be lemonade. So it's not like lemonade, you know? And besides, the sparkling water has caffeine, so it's actually perfect for me to drink at night. You know, because the whole caffeine make me eepy. What do you want? What are you doing? Close enough. I could ask you the same thing. Where are you going? To the place I've been staying for the last month. Oh god, it's been a month. I'm returning to the Marchen. The Marchen? It's a tavern for the cursed. I've been living there. Princess, are you saying that you've been cursed? Lord, give me strength with this man. Oh, that is not a saying you would hear out of my mouth often. Oh, Fitz. No, I'm just staying there because it's convenient. Oh, Fitz. Oh, my adorable little himbo. Here we go. Oh, I forgot I haven't told him. Most people would put it together. But, yeah, no, apparently gotta spell things out. Princess, I need answers. Please. I suppose you will not let me leave without explanation. Not after you suddenly disappeared like that. Very well. Delora and Parfait will have to wait. Where the fuck are we? Yo, chat, new background just dropped. I forgot about this. Oh, I am remembering shit. Oh no. Anyway, that's for future us to discover. I'm remembering a very big thing that happens. Fitz is convinced the only place I will be safe is his house, and I am not in the mood to argue with him. This is your house? Why are there so many books? He clearly doesn't read. That was mean. That was mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fitz. I look around the modest living room. This is modest? This is fancy to me. You got a whole, like, I don't know, bay window situation over here. What do you mean modest? Look at the fireplace. I suppose modest for their time period? Or fantasy world period? Whatever. I did not realize you had lodging outside of your room in the palace. That was a good point. I grew up here. I was older than usual when I started training to be a knight, so I spent a lot of time in this house. He walks over and hands me a mug of tea. The comforting scent of it and the realization that he has made it precisely as I prefer it makes something loosen inside of me. That's great and all, Luciette, but I do have questions. How does Mr. Knight know how you like your tea? Like, if Fitz was a maid, yeah, I see that. The walls need to be painted gray and dull. Yeah. Yeah. It's not the best color. Fitz sits opposite of me, his eyes bright and focused. Start at the beginning. Please, princess. I need to know in order to put my mind at ease. One night I was in the palace, and then the next morning I was on the street dressed in rags. Well, that's a simplified version of events. Sure. I tell him about no one remembering who I am. About my first encounter with those men that Fitz fought in the alleyway. I tell him how I was saved by those at the Marchen, and yet I say nothing about Delora or Parfait, and I deliberately leave the identities of the Marchen boarders anonymous. I'm not sure why exactly, but I feel suspicion tugging insistently at me. God damn, I forgot how good Luciette's instincts are. How is it possible for someone to be unaware of their curse? Perhaps that's a condition of said curse. Rumpel has amnesia, and even he knows he's cursed. Well, that's Rumpel, and Rumpel got cursed because he was a dumbass, so. Fitz said that he is human. I can trust him, right? I close my eyes and will the impending headache away. Maybe Mother was right. Maybe it is impossible to trust anyone, including my knight. No, Luciette, it's his route. And what is your curse? Princess? Can I still trust you, Fitz? Fitz does not even bother trying to mask his shock. There was sadness, oh baby, in his eyes. When have I ever betrayed you, Your Highness? Alright. Fitz has been loyal to me ever since he was assigned to me. But every person I've trusted has turned on me, apart from Mother. Even my beloved doll betrayed. Damn, Luciette's kind of right about that. The doll she loved so much absolutely betrayed her, turned out to be a witch, and cursed her. That's kind of fair. How can I be sure that Fitz will not do the same? I swore on my life that I would protect you, Princess. I would never lie to you or do anything that would put you in harm's way. Cinderella, I have to complete 3 good deeds to break it. Cinderella? Are you sure? That fairy tale is about... It's been reversed in my case. Oh, that makes sense. What will you do now? Return to the Marchen. I must break my curse. I cannot allow that. Unless I stay at the Marchen with you. What? Why? I've been wondering where you were this whole time, Princess. Trying to find you. And now that I've found you, I must resume my duties. I need to protect you, and I want to make sure you are safe by standing with you. And this is why I adore him so freaking much. He may be a dumbass, but he will, he says the most romantic shit. You are no longer my knight, Fritz. You work for Emily now, don't you? I am not her personal knight. I work in shifts with her other guards, so I am not expected to stay the whole day. Besides that, I am your knight, and I intend to fulfill that role until you no longer need my services. Baby. I failed to protect you from being cursed. Let me protect you this time, Princess. This is a man who would fight ghosts for you, right? Wind with a speck of dust tries to get close to her, pulls out his sword, slices it in half. Nothing shall touch this princess. It's really sweet. Fitz, why you gotta be so goddamn sweet? Fitz is very capable. No doubt he'll be able to protect me better than anyone else at the margin. That is true. Who knows how many people received the witch's note. The witch wouldn't even need to enter the margin herself. You were assuming it's a girl, so long as she has others there to capture me. No matter where I am not safe, especially when I have no idea who I can trust. Stay here. Stay with me. I'll be able to be with you. I can keep you safe. It won't be for long, just until I can get you back to the palace, into the palace where you belong. And how will you do that? Nobody apart from the cursed, the witches, and the fairies remember I am the crown princess. I still remember you. You must be cursed as well, Fitz. There's no other explanation. I would think I'd remember if I'd been cursed, princess. I'd be inclined to agree. Even Rumple, who'd forgotten everything else, remembered that he'd been cursed. Well, Rumple still had, like, basic functions, so not entirely. He just forgot important memories and who the fuck he was. But he still knew how to walk, talk, things like that, so not entirely. And then, what could Fitz's fairy tale be? I hadn't truly intended on staying with Fitz, but somehow the day passes by without me noticing. Before I know it, night has fallen. It's far too late to attempt to return to the margin on my own now. Even if, for some reason, Fitz allowed me to leave his house. You can stay in the guest room, princess. You have a guest room? My father returns here at night, after his duties for the day are over. I almost forgotten. Sir Alacaster Leverton. Oh my god, he has a last name? Sorry, I can't believe that's the thing that shocks me. Sir Alacaster having a last name. Leverton, Fitz's father, and the commander of the Order of Caledaria. I thought he'd have his own room at the palace like you do. My father never stayed the night at the palace, as far as I know. He always goes back to sleep here, no matter how late he leaves the palace. Or how early he has to get up to return there. Ah, shit! I really didn't want to bump into you. Hello? You know on other routes we killed you? I mean... You know, in every other route you died. I don't think you're living this one either. I don't know this as a fact, chat. I don't remember what happened to Alacaster. So, he might die. He might not die. But just based on all the other routes, I feel like he's dying. Don't know how. Good evening, father. Alacaster looks at me. Then Fitz. Alacaster's like, did my son get a girlfriend? Alacaster's like, oh my god, it's a miracle. He's not. Anyway. Who is this? The weight of his stare makes me feel like looking away, but I manage to stare back at him coolly. This is Luciette really... I know you guys can't see, but I've just put my hands over my eyes. Baby. I can only imagine what he's thinking. Oh, I can imagine after this sentence. Oh. Hey, Dad. Hello, son. Hello, woman who looks my son's age. Did my son finally get a girlfriend? Who is this? Oh, this is the king's daughter. Nope, he's just insane. Got it. Disappointment. No, don't call Fitz a disappointment, Sir Alacaster. But, no. Why, Fitz? Why? After that sentence, he's gonna think it's exactly. He's gonna be like, do I need to call a doctor? Anyway, basically, this is Luciette. She's the princess. I'm not in the mood for gays, boy. Yeah, that's fair. It's the truth. I told you about her when she disappeared. That she'd been forgotten. Fitz! One brain cell is all I'm asking for. Please, this man has none. He needs some. Anyone willing to donate a brain cell for this poor guy? Nonsense. She's been forgotten because of the fairy tale curse. Fitz! We're gonna die. It's gonna be Fitz's fault. I love I started this route so excited. I was like, oh my god, we get to do Fitz's route. I completely forgot of how much of a dumbass he is. Look, I know Fitz doesn't know this. No, you are. Yeah. I know Fitz doesn't know this. But telling Sir Alacaster that this is the princess. She's been forgotten because of a fairy tale curse. When Sir Alacaster leads a coup in every single route and canonically led one before the beginning of the game, like the when Luciette gets cursed, telling him that is a bad idea. Fitz, you couldn't lie. Just once. Oh god, of course he believes it. Of course he believes it. Sir Alacaster's eyes are cold and calculating. His son's too much of an idiot to lie. I do not like the way he's looking at me. I wouldn't either. He's tried to use us as a shield before, Luciette. What is your fairy tale? I do not want to tell him. Sir Alacaster's gaze goes colder as his question is met by a long stretch of silence. I only relent when I see Fitz about to answer for me. I was about to say, why isn't Fitz answering? You know damn well he will. Cinderella. I trust you will break your curse, princess. The next day, Mithros shows up. Oh, hello, princess. Fuck. Let's speedrun death. In this route, Sir Alacaster says nothing more, and I'm surprised when he simply walks away into a bedroom away from us. Okay, so there's two things, alright? One, he believes that Luciette is cursed. Or two, he does not believe it and thinks his son has just found someone as insane as he is. It's like you two will make a good couple. Anyway. Even though I'm pretty sure it's the first, I wish it was the latter. Ah, shit, here we go. Exactly. The door closes behind him, and Fitz and I are left alone. It'll make things easier if he believes us. Oh, because of the part of the stream where Sky makes noises because he can't believe. Why is this so well written? Right? It's not like this is dumb in an unbelievable sense. This is dumb in the sense of I believe this man would do this. He's got no brain cells. This is just who Fitz is. He is a Labrador Retriever. As a human. And that is not helpful for our current situation. I saw the look in his eyes. I doubt he believes us. I doubt it too. I hope he doesn't believe us. That would be too simple. Correct. Fritz is... Oh, that's his Dakota. Yo, I thought so too when I first played through. I was like, this man. Autism. For sure.
Oh, I love him anyway. In a platonic sense. Sleep does not come easily, even though this bed is significantly more comfortable than the bed at the Marchen. It's a beautiful room, to be honest. New bedroom dropped, actually. I love the painting. I wonder what flower or, like, tree that is. Nonetheless, the room is really well put together. All the colors come together. You know, the furniture. Damn. I'd like to stay in a room like that. More importantly, I like that balcony. Anyway. What could Fitz's curse be? I sit up in bed when I hear footsteps outside. I stare at the clock. It is almost 2 in the morning. Yeah. You are late. My apologies. I don't think this is Fitz's room. This is their guest room. So the guest room is kind of girly, yeah. I don't know. Maybe they had, we don't know Fitz's mother, so maybe Fitz's mother had a lot of her female friends over, so she made the room more to their tastes than more neutral colors. Because, like, thinking of the time period, or time place, the more pink pastels wouldn't genuinely be approved by all audiences. So that's my best guess. Or maybe they have 2 guest rooms, one for females, one for men. I mean, we don't know how big their place is. We also have no idea what Fitz's room looks like. Do we ever see what Fitz's room? I don't think we ever see Fitz's room. My apologies. Anyway, that is Sir Alacaster's voice. But I do not recognize the other one. I do. Even though there is no voice, I know exactly who that is. Come, we have much to discuss. The sound of their footsteps slowly fade, and silence descends once more. Do not... Okay. I'm like, Luciette, do not go spy on him. The way their place looks like, they probably have, like, 5 bedrooms. Probably. It does look like a mansion. At least in my opinion. I think this is a mansion. So... like... or at least a really big house. So yeah. I suppose being commander of the Order of Caladeria means that he is always busy. But working at this time, Luciette... Okay, thank goodness. Soon enough, my exhaustion coaxes me back into slumber. I close my eyes and let my desire to sleep win over by curiosity. Good girl. Oh, damn it. No, never mind. Luciette, wake up. I'd rather deal with Mythos than this. It's true. She definitely takes after you-know-who. I heard that rather than speak to people, she only speaks to her dolls. Fire them. I can believe it. She seems a little weird and... Okay, fuck you. How dare you say that about our adorable Luciette? She's so strange. I can't believe she's gonna be queen one day. Oh, good morning, Your Highness. Please excuse us. That was recent. Memories at the corner of her mind. Yeah, basically. Usually, Luciette's flashbacks are of her mother. And, like, when she's a child. That was more recent. I forgot. Interesting. Despite my exhaustion, my sleep is brief, with all the thoughts whirling through my mind. When I feel it's late enough, I finally step out of the bed and make my way toward the living room. Oh god, they're both here? Leave! Alacaster, leave! Leave me alone, my boy! I gotta yell at him. Scold him for what he just did. Sir Alacaster and Fitz are both there, but they fall silent at my entry. Sir Alacaster?
princess. Are you leaving for the palace? Yes. Will you be able to get the princess back into the palace? No, Fitz. No, he will not. Why does he think it's that easy to get me back in the palace? Fitz, what is your thought process? That because you remember she's the princess, just dropping her off in the palace will make them be like, oh yeah, no, Fitz, you're absolutely right. Fitz, baby. That's not how the world works. I will inform Mitharos of the situation. Oh, that wasn't Mitharos. That was... Oh, I know who that was. Oh, I know who that was now. Okay. 2 a.m.? Sorry. Sir Mitharos? But father, Sir Mitharos won't. Mitharos will work as quickly as possible to resolve this. Shut the fuck up, my dear son. In the meantime, she will be safe here, won't she? I'm standing close enough to Fitz that I notice his body posture stiffen. I see the way he clenches his hands into fists, and the way he squares his soldiers? Whatever. Of course she is. I am her knight. Then there is no problem. You and Sir Alacaster do not seem very close. Okay, I've been harping on Fitz this entire time, but I forgot that Luciette's just as bad. Oh, imagine staying over at a friend's place and the next morning you walk downstairs and they're like, damn, you and your family, you know, you don't seem very close with one another. What happened? Do you got trauma? Like, Luciette! Girl, no. Both of you. You're just as bad as each other. Fitz sighs. He looks somewhat flushed, though it doesn't seem to be out of any embarrassment. Princess, should I have not said anything? Yes! Anyway, I say yes, but... Alright. Apparently Fitz is like, please, princess, I will tell you anything. Press the issue. I noticed the way he spoke to you, and in the palace I never saw the two of you Lucy! Hey Fitz, what's going on? I'm gonna be your therapist for the moment. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Luciette. Baby. No. Anyway. I didn't think you would notice. Apparently she did. Why? You are my knight. I spend a lot of time with you, so of course I am aware of how others treat you. Luciette? Hey, is this really by Luciette? I feel like she's been swapped out. My Luciette caring about someone this early in the game? Damn. I also know what it is like. Oh, okay. So let's trauma bond together. What it is like to be distant from your own family. If you do not wish to speak of such matters, you do not need to. Thank you, princess. Fitz clears his throat before he turns to me. His smile so bright it seems to light up his face. Would you like to get breakfast? I happen to know where the best baker in all of Angelia sells her croissants. We're leaving the house?
Hey, princess. I know you almost got kidnapped yesterday. But, and we've been repeating over and over that you will be safe here. But let's leave the house today. Fitz, what is this? What are you doing, boy? The thought of croissants make my mouth water. I am at the door in seconds. What are you standing around for? I am hungry. We leave at once, then. The shortest route to the bakery from Fitz's house leads us past the palace gates. Princess, I am sorry. I didn't mean to. Fitz's voice fades in the background when I notice the royal family eating their breakfast outside. Damn! That's gotta hurt! Emily sits underneath the shade of a cherry blossom tree, reading aloud from some book in her hands. Rod is smiling as he pours tea for all of them, Ophelia looking on with clear love in her eyes for the family that surrounds her. The king laughs at something Emily is saying. He looks happier than I've ever seen him before. Damn. Okay. Maybe we should not have left. Hey, Lucy, how you doing? They truly are happier now that I do not exist with them. No, don't think that way. No. Ouch. Oh, no, Lucy. Father has never once looked at me the way he's looking at them, Lucy. They can't miss what they don't remember. Thanks, Fitz. Thank you. I'm sorry for bringing you here. I should have known it would be difficult. How could you have known? You are my charge. It's my job to know. Exactly how much does he know about me? Surprisingly a lot. I realize we have been walking as Fitz talked. The palace gates are well behind us, and the royal family is thankfully out of earshot. Here we are. The variety of breads and pastries in the window of the bakery make my heart skip a beat. It has been a long time since I've seen such delicious-looking pastries. Pick anything you want, princess. Anything? I'm kind of hoping in this town visit that we see Waltz or, like, somebody from the Marchen. Because, like, we've kind of just disappeared. I feel like everyone's freaking out, like, where the fuck is Luciette? Where did the princess go? Meanwhile, Luciette eating croissants with Fitz. La-di-da, la-di-dee. Oh dear. Whatever you want. I know how much you love your pastries. Maybe I'll finally see you smile. Oh, Fitz. What? Go on in, princess. I'll be right behind you. You better. Fitz and I return. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I suppose we're still missing then. Return to his home to eat our pastries. They truly are the best croissants I've ever had. As we come to the end of our breakfast, Fitz turns to me, a hesitant expression on his face. Princess? Yes? I hate to say this, but I'm expected at the palace today. I'm afraid I have to ask you to stay here on your own. Is that why we left? Is that why? 'Cause you knew I'd be locked in here alone, so you're like, stay. Get out in the morning. You didn't need to do that. Lucia understands. But the people at the Marchen. That's what I'm saying, though. I was planning on returning today to explain why I haven't been back. It is not safe for you outside. I understand, but there are people I must see. I will not stay here for much longer. Can I really not change your mind about staying here? Nope. I know that Fitz can certainly keep me safe. but I cannot shake the feeling that I am safer at the merchant. Yes.
Baby boy, I love you, but we are not safe here.
Even it means having to stay with the witch that cursed me. When I do not answer, Fitz sighs and shakes his head. Very well, I will ask for the day off so I can personally escort you back to this marchin' tomorrow. Meds are kicking in, so I gotta go. Wish I could have stayed longer. Good night, y'all. Good night.
Sleep well. Also fair. Bed's kicking in.
Okay.
Sorry.
Take me back tomorrow. Tomorrow, then. And Lucette stays in the murder house once more. I spend the day looking around the house. This home is so impersonal. Oh, so I'm right. Those books are decoration. Good to know. You never know, two different people live here. Their rooms are so empty. You went into their rooms? Lucette. Even I had my dolls in my room. She's got a point. As I walk about the living room, I notice a broom standing forgotten and alone in a corner. Suddenly I remember the broom Delora enchanted for me. I do not miss that broom. But this one could definitely use a ribbon. Aww. Princess? Fitz, that was fast. I have something for you.
Fitz, do you know what you have just done? Oh, Fitz. I found this doll in my room at the palace. Dolores said, you bastard. Dolores said, your ass better take me with you and give me to my rightful owner. Oh my god. She's one of yours, isn't she? The Dolores doll was still in my room, but how? I wonder. Perhaps Dolores said, I know where you are, but I don't know how to get to you. Yeah, can't deny it. She's ours. She is our girl. She is. I thought so. Isn't she one of your favorites? She was before she cursed me. Yes. She was. Until she... Oh, I am incredible. Exact words, y'all. Exact words. I know Lucette too well. How'd she get into your room? No idea. Perhaps one of the maids left her there. But I thought you'd like it if I brought her back for you. Oh, our lovely himbo. Doesn't question why a doll is in his room. It doesn't question why anyone would leave it there. Just is like, yep. After finishing dinner, Fitz excuses himself to run more errands, so I return to my room. Earlier, when Fitz had given her to me, I threw Delora on my bed. Just like, fuck you. I'm still mad, but I'll still take you. Delora. I now turn to glare at her, and all at once the doll comes to alive with a sigh. Would you believe me if I said I was worried? I honestly thought you were going to act like you didn't recognize me. It made me happy that you said I was your favorite, Lucette. Point out the was. You were no longer. You were my favorite. You wound me, princess. What are you doing here? There's her sassy self. Do you have any idea how worried Parfait was?
When Waltz came back alone and told us what happened, well, Parfait and Anise went into hysterics. And the boys and Juliet looked like they were going to commit murder. Really? Aw. You're special, Luciette. When you didn't come back that night, I had a lot of trouble convincing everyone to stay at the Merchant when they wanted to look for you. Especially Waltz. You have no idea how guilty he felt after losing you like that. They were looking for me? Princess? Why didn't you come back to the Merchant? I was going to, but Fitz is overprotective. I know it's not. Hush. Don't hush. I stop myself when I hear footsteps just outside the door. This is entirely unnecessary. The walls have ears, Sir Alacaster. The two men walk away, leaving the hallway silent. That is just another one of Sir Alacaster's late-night errands. My words die in my throat when I turn to Delora and see that she is eerily silent, her forehead furrowed. This presence, Delora, it is weak, but it's there. I can feel it. Delora, what are you talking about? Finally, Delora looks at me slowly, as if just now recognizing we are both in the same room. This is bad. We must return to the Merchant. Now. Oh, well, sorry, Fitz. Mask. Sorry, Fitz. I watch as Delora paces along the floor. Or paces on the floor alongside of the bed. You're a witch. Can't you just teleport us out of here? Teleportation and portals are high-level magic that only the bearers and a select few can cast. I look at her closely. Okay. So you cannot cast that spell. I would have cast it already if I could, Princess. I had thought, with all the bluffing you do, that you would be more capable. Any more sass and I will turn you into a toad. Can you even do that? You wouldn't dare. Or would I? I glare at her, but she does not look away. Arguing will not get us out of here. We need to get back to the Merchant. Why can't we ask Fitz to help us? It would be easier that way. I do not understand why he cannot just come with us. I don't trust him. That means nothing coming from someone as untrustworthy as you. Well, I can say with certainty that I am the most trustworthy person you have right now, dear Princess, and I can promise you, you are not safe here. Then I insist Fitz come with us. I know he has the curse, which means he should be welcome there. No, until I can prove that he can be trusted, he is not welcome. He might be the same as Sir Alacaster. The moment Delora mentions Sir Alacaster, she suddenly stops speaking. She shakes her head and turns away. What does Sir Alacaster have to do with any of this? Nothing you should concern yourself with. You're still the most suspicious one here, witch. That's it. I've run out of patience. I'm done waiting around, Princess. We're going back to the Merchant right now. And how do you suppose we sneak past Fritz? Dolores smiles at me. The mischief in that smile is all too familiar. Oh no. I am a witch, Princess. Yeah. I walk alongside. Okay. I walk alongside Delora as we make our way back to the Merchant. Delora is now in her human form, humming cheerfully. Not what you were expecting? No. Sometimes simple is better. Why use a spell when a potion will do the trick? So that's why she had me distract Fitz at dinner. Was the sleeping potion in his cup? Ah, perceptive. Yes, nothing can wake him from his slumber. But he will wake up. Please, I'm a good witch, remember? I don't do the killing thing. Now pick up the pace, Princess. We have a meeting to get to. We make it back to the Merchant without incident. Jaren and Garland are waiting for us inside. As soon as they see us, they dart toward the door. You made it. We were worried we might need to break in to get you both out. Don't sound so surprised. I told you I could handle this. Then why did you take so long to return here? Because someone was being stubborn and refused to leave without her knight. You weren't followed? Actually, I have nothing to say to that. I don't know. Of course not. I'm very glad you're alright, Princess. Fitz is my personal knight. The time I spent with him was the safest I ever felt since I've been cursed. It felt more normal. I know he's dependable and will do whatever I ask of him. It is his job to protect me, after all. I barely know these people. I'd rather be with Fitz, but something about Sir Alacaster puts me on edge. As you can see, the princess is perfectly fine. She hasn't thawed at all. Fuck you! Julian ignores Delora and fixes her gaze on me. We were very worried when you suddenly disappeared, Princess. I stare at her, confused. What was there to be worried about? I was with Fitz. I know that the circumstance may not have been the best, but Fitz protected me. And I had plans to return to the merchant at some point. Why does everyone here care what happens to me anyway? Where's Parfait? Well, she isn't here. She's barely been back since you left. What? Ever since we got your message that you found the princess, Lady Parfait has been absent from the merchant. She returns, but only ever briefly. Does she say where she goes? No. She won't answer, even if someone asks. Just smiles that fairy smile of hers and says nothing at all. This drives me crazy when she does that. What is going on? So the fairy we need to see isn't here. I had thought I wanted to return here, but now that everyone knows I'm safe, it's fine to return to Fitz, isn't it? I feel uneasy being around so many people that are openly keeping secrets from me. Then there's no reason for me to be here. I can return to Fitz. No. Oh, but I want my knight. You are in no position to order me around. I will go back, and no one will stop me. I begin walking toward the door when I hear Dolores sigh heavily behind me. All right, keep your dress on. I was not planning on removing it. It's a figure of... Oh, never mind. Look, just give me a few seconds. I need to get some things, and then we'll go back. We? Don't even think I'll let you go back alone, Princess. I am left alone with Julian and Garland. Are you really staying at Alacaster so? I had almost forgotten that Julian and Garland had served under Sir Alacaster's command and also knew about the rebellion. Yes. The two formal knights are uncharacteristically quiet. Their expressions dark. Is something wrong? Are you sure you're safe there, Princess? Of course. Fitz has been my personal knight for the last 3 years. I know he will protect me no matter what. Just be careful around Alacaster. Did something happen between you and Sir Alacaster? I'd still be a part of the Order of Caldera if it weren't for him. It was said that Julian and Garland had been discharged for disobeying Sir Alacaster's orders, but is that the whole truth? He's a two-faced traitor if I ever saw him again. Julian. What happened? It is nothing to worry about, Princess. Don't do that bullshit. Tell her. Delora told me the same thing. What exactly are they hiding about Sir Alacaster? She should be worried about it. Damn it, of all the people at Gilia, she should know what he is planning. Someone coughs. We turn to see Dolores standing there, looking at us expectantly. What did I miss? Julian was telling me why she left the Order of Caldera. Was she? I've never seen Delora glare at anyone the way she is glaring at Julian, even the former knight. Eventually, the former knight turns away. Let's go, Garland. Stay safe, Princess. You too, Lady Delora. You... Didn't you want to return to the knight's house? Why are you stalling now? You know something about Sir Alacaster being the reason for the knight's discharge, don't you? Yes. Well then, why are you insisting on keeping it a secret? You've lived in the palace before and heard the rumors. You were content with them. Why are you suddenly taking so much interest in all this now? Because you and the knights are clearly hiding something about him. Curiosity can kill a cat, little princess.
Besides, none of this is important right now. It is the most important! You have other things to focus on, like breaking your curse. What have you done these past few days, Nothing, that's what. It's like you want to remain Little Miss Peasant forever. Fuck off. The only reason I'm in this position is because of you, and you have done nothing to help me. Excuse me? All I've ever gotten from you are insults and snide remarks. I have been trying my best, but you, of all people, should know how difficult it is for me. I stopped talking at once. The anger and frustration inside me makes it difficult to form words. Delora has been with me for almost a year now. She should know how difficult it is for me to be good. But she never understood. She still cursed me. It is as if she is mocking me. I turn away from Delora and head toward the door. Princess, wait. I have better things to do than get insulted by a witch. I have done nothing but think about how to break my curse since she put it on me. How dare she? Hey, bud. Hey, honey. Princess. I'm debating. Because we've hit the 2-hour mark, so I could just get off if I want to. But at the same time, I'm like, I have enough energy to keep going. Okay, I'll keep going. I don't know how long it is to the next thing, so hopefully this is not the wrong decision. Shit. Okay. Anyway, sorry, Waltz. Bye. I do not have time for this. I ignore Waltz and continue walking. Waltz reaches out, takes hold of my arm, forcing me to stop. What are you doing? I am leaving. Leaving? Do you know how worried everyone's been? How worried I was? Oh, Waltz. We'll learn more about you in the next round. As you can see, I am fine. I will be better when I am away from the Marchen, so I am leaving. 3 days. What? I haven't seen you in 3 days, and you're just gonna brush me off? I've been spending all my free time looking for you after we got separated that day. Do you know how bad I felt when I lost you? If something had happened to you, I would never forgive myself. Would have never forgiven myself. Oh. This is really important. In Waltz's route, we find out why he feels this strongly. Laura sent you her message. Yes, but even then all we knew was that she was with you. That didn't mean you were safe. I yanked my arm out of his grasp. I would have been perfectly safe even if Delora wasn't with me. In fact, I would still have my old life if she never cursed me. Princess. You found her! No! Not all the boys! Not my favorite boy! Well, he's not my favorite. Well, he is my favorite. Karma, please. You're making this hard for me. Karma is slowly standing before me, smiling with relief. We were worried about you, darling. It is good to see our princess has returned. We have so much to catch up on. You should come inside. She says she's leaving. What? But why? She says she's fine without us and can't understand why we've been worried. I think Delora has something to do with the situation. What did she say to you, princess? Nothing she didn't need to hear. Insufferable witch. Sounds like a cat fight to me. Karma, you might want to keep your nose out of other people's business. I'm not staying here any longer. You cannot stop me from leaving. I turn on my heel and begin to walk off. Princess, let her go. What? But outside she'll be... She needs some space to think. Don't go too far though, princess. Are you daft? I said I'm not coming back. You will if you value your life, princess. I cannot quell the irritation stirring in the pit of my stomach. I turn on my heels and walk off. I feel like Luciette walks off. Waltz is like, okay, Delora, what the fuck did you say? Delora's like, she was asking about Soralacaster. I wouldn't tell her. And Waltz is like, bitch, tell her. Like, smacks Delora over the head like, she needed to know this. It's so peaceful here at night. The sound of approaching footsteps makes me stop. Standing out here alone in the darkened plaza does not bode well. I quickly slide into an alleyway and stand with my back to the wall, hoping the shadows will keep me from sight. Why are you following me? That voice from the other night. You noticed. Soralacaster? Don't think I'm a useless idiot like the boy. Of course I noticed. I would take care in reminding you that me and the boy are nothing alike. So it is who I think it is. Fuck you, Alacaster. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I'll say it when the reveal happens as well. Don't think you can fool me, Varg. Varg? I have to know. I moved silently, sticking my head out at an angle so I could see the man standing before Alacaster. The plaza is empty, except for two people. Sir Alacaster is looking at a man that wears an elaborate mask. I notice he carries an odd-looking cane. That must be Varg. But who is he? And how does Sir Alacaster know him? I've never seen anyone like him in the palace before. What would I want to fool you for? Then explain why you're out here when you haven't been ordered to come to the plaza. Tell me. You wanted the princess kept safe, didn't you? Do not be flippant. You know we serve Mithros in this. What? What does Sir Mithros want? Is the princess not in the house? Would I be out here if she was? Do not be smart with me. Did he slap him? Sir Alacaster just punched him like it was... Let me kill him. Let me kill Sir Alacaster. Fuck. There's a reason why I'm mad about that. And I can't say why. I cannot say why. But Alacaster doing that makes me really, really mad. How is he still standing? That blow should have knocked him to the ground. Answer me clearly. Has she left the house? Sir Alacaster's voice is eerily calm and level, despite the fact that his body is still tense. Yes. You will find her before dawn. I will not repeat myself. Answer me. Yes, I will find her. Good. I watch as Sir Alacaster walks away, leaving Varg to stand alone in the dark plaza. I can barely breathe as I stand watching him, waiting for some kind of movement. It looks like Sir Alacaster has ordered him to keep me safe, but I do not know of this arrangement and will not trust him. The sound of shattered glass echoes across the plaza. Varg immediately rushes off to investigate, pulling me away from my eye. Okay, moving away from my hiding spot. I feel myself instinctively follow after him, despite my mind's logical protests. Hush. Delora places her hand over my mouth to muffle my voice. We both watch Varg as he disappears, and there's nothing but silence for company. Then, and only then, does Delora move her hand away from my mouth. That man, did you catch his name? What? His name. Sir Alacaster called him Varg. Varg? Who is he? Judging by the mask and the king, he probably works for the witches. At least that's what Parfait and I think. Look like he's working for Sir Alacaster too. We look up and notice Karma and Waltz running towards us. Here comes the cavalry. Cavalry? Late, as expected. Waltz looks winded, but that does not stop him from glaring at me. Don't ever do that again. And what is happening here, You two look awfully suspicious hiding out in an alleyway. None of your business. I'm surprised when Delora takes my arm and pulls me away from Waltz and Karma.
Where are you going? Mysteries are afoot, kid, and we're not going to solve any of them by waiting around and marching for Parfait to return from her business. Where are you taking the princess and why? That's a good question. Delora, we all decided that the Marchin is the safest place the princess can be. Technically, the princess is safest wherever either Parfait or I can keep an eye on her. And now we have an excuse for the princess to be somewhere else. She speaks as if I'm a child to babysit. I've got some questions that need answering, and I'm going to need the princess to get them solved. Besides, she's directly involved in some mess, and she wants answers too. Something seems off about this whole thing. Sorry to say, but your opinions on this matter are irrelevant. Let's go, Luciette. Oh, so now we're allowed to leave. Okay, thanks, Delora. The solemn expression on Waltz's face is foreign to me. There's darkness in his eyes. A warning. Oh, baby boy, I swear to you. I know this route hurts you. But don't worry, we'll make it up in the next route. I swear to you. It'll be okay. I trust you. That's crazy. Waltz is just, he cares so much about the princess. Yep. As you should. Delora nods and then turns back to me. We'll be in touch. Let me know when Parfait gets back. Our trip back to the Leverton home is silent. Delora has reverted to her doll form. I hold her close to my chest. Both of us are quiet, and I am lost in my own thoughts. I wonder what questions Delora has that I could possibly help her with. Delora, princess, we speak at the same time. All right, you first. Oh, that's why. Okay. Sorry, little blue pieces keep falling onto my keyboard, and I don't know where they're coming from. And I just figured out where they're coming from. It's my nails. The hand I'm using to forward the dialogue, the nails on it are a navy blue, so that's where the pieces are coming from. I was like, where the hell are these coming from? Oh, myself. That explains it. Whoops. Or not. I'll go first then. I want to apologize. Don't look so surprised. I can admit when I'm wrong. That's a lesson you need to learn too, but that's for another day. I know you've been working to break the curse, and I know you've been putting a lot of effort into it. And I know why it would be difficult for you to accomplish 3 good deeds. I want you to know that I do want you to succeed, princess. Most of the time it doesn't feel that way. I am sorry. I wouldn't have cursed you if I didn't think you were capable of overcoming it, Luciette. I truly believe you will break your curse. When we turn onto the path that leads us to the Leverton home, I pause to squint at the oddly shaped shadow by the doorway. I quickly slip off the road, hide behind the nearest obstacle. Basically, I was right. Hello, Varg. It is dark, but is that? Delora has not seen what I have. She keeps talking. More to the point, you must break your curse. It is vital you do so as soon as possible. There's a very good reason why I slap my hand over her mouth to muffle her. I have only just managed to hide her when the shadow moves. The moonlight glints off his mask for just an instant, but it is enough. Hello, Varg. It is Varg. He starts to turn in my direction. Okay. That's 3 hours. I'm ending this, chat. Settings. Hi. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful time zone. I'm gonna head off now because I'm getting tired, and I also kind of really want somebody to be here
when the discussion of everything about Varg happens. So, I'm gonna get off now. I'm also hungry. So good night, everyone. Like I said, have happy time zone. Thank you all for being here. Bye-bye.